nominated by my work colleagues, which I was very shocked and humbled by, and appreciative the fact that they nominated me. I believe that I'm very versatile, very willing to take any task on board, and when I do give it, I would give 100%. The challenge for us here would have been to see loneliness and sadness in our residents' faces, and it was due to the lack of communication with their loved ones, the physical contact. And I suppose for us it was, how were we going to address this as individuals and as a team? And we worked on with putting the team together and trying to get all our resources, who could sing, who could play music, who could do any task that would impact their day-to-day living and try and bring some joy back into it, since the biggest thing for them was their loved ones. And then what we had to do was educate ourselves and them on all technology, for example, video calls, Zoom, you name it. And then on top of that, we set up window visits. So a window visit was very severe on a resident, even though they could see their loved one, they had no one holding their hand and stuff like that. So it was vital that when their visits were over, that we made enough time to sit down and let them laugh if they had a good visit, cry if they were lonely after it, and just acknowledge that they mattered and that we were acknowledging how severe and how hard this was on them as well. The most rewarding thing was that every ounce of work, and there was an awful lot of work put into, the lockdown straight away, setting up isolation units and everything. But the biggest reward was knowing that our residents outside understood everything that was going on, and we kept them up to date so much with feedback and on the news, that they understood everything that was going on, so they were very relaxed. And then I suppose the biggest thing was the day we were able to come out here after being tested and have a party to say, hey, we're all clear, and that was fantastic, that we were clear, up to date, and still are, that our work is paying off. Everything we're doing, yes, it's hard, but it's showing that it is working, so that was the most rewarding thing, I think. Here we're very lucky because we're dealing with a mature, older lifestyle of people, and they have seen hardship, and they will teach you that, basically straight up, you put one foot in front of the other, you keep going, you give it 100%, and if you give it everything, it will turn out to be the best. On top of that, it united us even more, work colleagues and residents, as a bigger family, because we didn't have anybody else, we had each other, and it was beautiful. There was a lovely, even though everyone was in their own mind, COVID sat at the back of our head, it still was a very positive vibe that was going around the place, that we were working as one big team, one big family, and that was really the most thing that we learned out of it. The first thing I would always say, and this was ever even outside COVID, was that you are coming to work in a resident's home. This is their home, not your workplace. So the first thing is respect that. And second of all, take 5 minutes just to sit and talk to them. You have no idea the value that they're going to receive from it, of the comfort and security, but also if you listen, you'll learn an awful lot.